This is The Vengeful Dead, Book 5 in the Gravekeeper series. Written by Darcy Coates. Narrated by Suzanne Elise Freeman. Chapter 1. A drowned man stood at Keira's window. Water dripped from his hair and chin. His fingers, splayed, pressed against the glass, and small flecks of frost bristled outwards from the touch. He opened his mouth, and a gush of water drained free. Then, slowly, he turned his head to stare towards the graveyard's entrance. "Understood," Keira whispered. She stood in her dark cottage, holding a notebook. She'd been working when she felt the spirit's presence, but she put the book aside. The ghost shimmered, then evaporated, like a wisp of mist caught in a chilled breeze. The only trace he left behind was the icy outline showing where his hand had touched the glass, and even that was beginning to fade. His presence had been a warning. Someone's coming. Keira's cottage, hidden at the back of Blighty's cemetery, was hard to find if you didn't know where to look, and she was grateful for it. She'd made some enemies who would very much like to find her. 6 days had passed since she, with the help of her friends, had destroyed one of Artec's power plants and untethered a batch of ghosts they'd been keeping chained. It wasn't a fatal blow to Artec, but it would be a painful one, undoing years' worth of work and freeing hundreds of trapped spirits in the process. But it came with a cost. Gavin Kelsey had died, and while he hadn't endeared himself to many people during life, he'd been a resident of Blighty. His death was all but guaranteed to lead Artec to her town, and probably soon. She was taking whatever precautions she could. The groundskeeper's cottage was already well hidden, but Keira kept the lights dim and the windows covered. Only one curtain had its corner pinned back, exposing a pane of glass. That was for the ghosts. Her ghosts. The denizens of Blighty's cemetery were never talkative and rarely interactive, but she'd managed to earn a small measure of their trust over her time in the groundskeeper's cottage. Without being asked, they watched the path leading into the graveyard and appeared at the window to warn Keira when someone approached. She wasn't too worried this time. Mason and Zoe were coming to visit that morning to go over their plans. Keira checked the clock as she crossed the room. They were early, but... Keira leaned close to the window.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?